Oh, yeah. What the fuck is up, everybody? How are we doing today? I just got a fire lit under my ass as I was preparing for this show. At first, I was starting off, I was like, fuck. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Coming on here every day is fucking terrible. I am not going to fucking lie about that whatsoever. It is the worst. I would not wish this on the fucking, actually, yeah, I would wish this on some people, to be honest with you. I definitely would do that. Yeah, especially some of the people I'm going to talk about today. They for sure deserve it. Got a new addition to the show today. These beautiful flat tortoise shell Ray-Bans. These aren't going to be a part of the show forever, just today. I feel fucking blind as a bat. They're polarized. I can barely see through shit. I can barely see it. But they're staying with me today. Only people that are in the WarTribe are going to be able to find out the reason why they're here on the show. And just plain and simple, I think, I kind of look sexy. Gives me a little bit of a blind vibe, I think, which is kind of cool. We got two people up in the chat as we speak. Why don't you guys go ahead and drop in and say what is up? What's up? Geez. And as well, hit the fucking like button. Oh, we just popped up to 6. Let's make sure we're hitting that like button, guys. We're getting a little lazy on hitting the like button for some reason. I don't know what's up. But if I was in front of you guys right now, I would haze the shit out of you. And if you guys don't know what hazing is, I feel sorry for you. Oh, man. Nothing like a little hazing to brighten the mood. Pick up the day. Another little article of clothing. I was going to rock and roll something completely different today. But, man, I went ham in the gym yesterday, guys. I went ham. I might have went a little bit too ham, but I was feeling so good after being sick last week and not being able to lift. I was like, fuck it. Let's go heavy. I've been, what's up, everybody? Good to see you guys in the chat. I've switched up my deadlift stance. I'm doing sumo, like a different type of sumo stance. And I was pretty weak. And lately, I've just been like the weight's been going up so easy. So, excuse me. I hit 495 for 5 yesterday, and it felt fucking almost effortless. The downfall was this, though. I have a Velcro belt. And on my 4th rep, that fucking Velcro just pushed right off. The belt was gone, obliterated pretty much. And I put it down and I was like, man, do I just pick that thing back up with no belt on? I was like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do it. So I picked that shit up and then I put it down and I was happy. And then I did some fucking bent over rows. That was yesterday. Today, bunch of cardio and quite a bit of chest. Feeling good. But man, I'm telling you, going that hard. Excuse me. That's why I'm fucking yawning right now, man. It takes a bit out of you. So I am tan. Oh man. I'm wicked tan right now. So fuck. I'm rocking a piece of clothing that I probably haven't worn in forever. And it's a bit nostalgic. It's a bit thicker of a zip up hoodie. Normally I wear pullover hoodies, but I just wasn't in the mood for a pullover today. So I reached deep into my closet and I was like, you know what? I have the fucking perfect hoodie. And I hold on to this hoodie for nostalgia purposes. If you guys don't know, I used to own a CrossFit gym about 5 years ago. Sorry, I opened it. Fucking holy fuck. No, it can't be that long. I closed it down 5 years ago. Shit, it has been that long. I closed it down in 2015, but I opened it in February of 2013. If you guys can't see, there we go. Pariah CrossFit, baby. That was my gym. This is like, actually still looks fucking good. That was my gym. That was my symbol. If you guys don't recognize that symbol, it's on the inside of my left bicep as well. Good day, Timius. How are we doing? Matt W. What's happening? Ray, yo, back to you, my friend. Brent, great to have you in here. Oh, I think I learned my lesson about lifting that heavy yesterday because today I just feel depleted. Not in the mood for much. Little bit of a short temper in comparison to normal, but I mean, I think it's for good reason. I mean, I don't have a short temper. I don't really get easily knocked off. So what I'm saying is like today, essentially, I just like a couple things like just pissed me off. Like I was supposed to get this package in the mail and then I tried to call fucking USPS and like go on their website and do a whole bunch of stuff and the web, like, holy fuck. This is exactly why you cannot have or allow the government to run anything because it just doesn't work. But if you were to go and talk to FedEx or UPS or even fucking Amazon for crying out loud, who is just flipping everything on its fucking ass, right? Just privatized everything and has just fucking made everything fucking amazing. Then you go and you talk to the postal service and it's like the website doesn't fucking work. I swear to God, I put in my what's it called? I put in the correct name and password to get on the website and it's like, oh, your username isn't fucking correct. I was like, the fuck it isn't. I just set this bitch up. I know exactly what it is. Anyway, then I go, all right, show me what my fucking username is. It's like, all right, we'll send you an email. Do you think I've got an email yet? I don't fucking think so. I just checked, as a matter of fact. This was like 3 or 4 hours ago. I didn't get no fucking email. The same email you email me every day. Because I kind of liked it because it tells you what mail is coming in. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Why the fuck isn't your website working though? Your website sucks. Then I try to call up. Big mistake. I'm like, all right, man, this is a fucking waste of it. I'm going to have to wait another 3 days then and just go to the only fucking postal office that I can go to is up in Oceanside, which is 40 fucking minutes away from me. It's like, you fucking cocksuckers, man. Honestly, what a fucking waste of space. Waste of space. So that got me a little bit irritated just because it was a package too that I was looking forward to receiving, right? I paid a little extra money for it, for the, what's it called? Anyway, Max says, been sick for the last 4 days, but I still got 8 reps at 225. That's a win for my skinny ass. That's pretty good, dude. And he also says, hail the king, baby. That is a motherfucking factoid. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Private beats public government every time. Yeah, they're incentivized to provide you with the best fucking service possible. If you guys, I mean, just look at it. Think, like, first and foremost, I'm not a believer in people having to register their cars. Well, I shouldn't say this. All right, let's register your car, but when you fucking buy it, and I don't believe that people should have to pay for a registration. Like, if you buy the car, it comes with the territory that you're going to drive it on the road, right? Like, there doesn't need to be any type of exuberant fees for someone to have to register. And then, of course, just like the fucking corrupt state that I live in, you have to pay registration fees every single fucking year. It's like, why? For what fucking reason? Right? Like, oh, to keep the fucking to keep the DMV running. Well, it's like, well, the fucking DMV doesn't run optimally, so why the fuck do I need to pay for this stuff? The fact of the matter is, it's just a means for people to extort more and more money out of you every fucking stretch of the fucking way, right? It's like, oh, you own an object, you own something. All right, now you got to pay for insurance and you have to pay for administration fees and you have to pay for registration of it. It's like, fuck you. No, that's not what a government is meant for. A government is not meant to fucking extort you out of your hard-earned fucking money, right? It's like, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, I forgot what fucking put me off. Oh, yeah, the goddamn DMV. Retarded. Who cares? You don't need fucking, who cares about having a registered vehicle anyway, right? Like, it shouldn't be a prerequisite. The only reason why someone would have to actually have a registered vehicle, I believe, is simply for the fact of, like, because you own it, it's a way for it to be identified, right? So it's like a database where it's like, hey, that's my property, in case someone steals it. Ugh. And don't even get me started on the fact that illegally, illegally and unconstitutionally, the fucking law here makes you have car insurance. Like, you should not be forced to have to consume any product that you do not desire, but the law states that you have to be insured. It's like, what if I want to fucking encumber the risk, right? I mean, me personally, I've never been in an accident where there's been any type of injuries. I've gotten into one tiny little fender bender a long time ago, and it was my buddy. And they stopped short, and I fucking hit their rear end, and it was like nothing, right? And I've been hit, actually, as far as I'm concerned, and I've been in one other accident where I was the passenger. That shit was crazy. FJ Cruiser T-boned this lady that decided to blow a red light, fucking texting with her fucking baby in the back seat. Retarded. Anyway, yeah, that's stupid, I think. What do we got here? Yeah, there's no incentive for government employees, especially parking authority or justice of the peace. Their employees are complete shitheads. They don't have to be nice, so they aren't. They also don't have to put in any extra effort, right? They don't have to do anything to please customers. The age of hospitality is dying. You guys can see it. I don't know. I mean, here in California, at least, people are not nice in general. People aren't there to do or go the extra mile. They don't do anything in order to fucking welcome you. They don't do anything to make sure your stay is good, right? It's almost like you owe me, or I'm here doing a job. I fucking hate it, so fuck you, right? It's like, that's terrible. That's terrible. But yeah, anytime you have any government job too as well. The other thing that I'm starting to notice is this, like, I'm renewing my passport right now, and I paid $119 in order to get my passport, which is, I think, egregious as it is. That's a fucking just insane amount of money for something that is mandatory for me to have to do to travel, right? So again, more extortion. But get this, motherfuckers, get this. So I paid $119 to get it done within like a 3-week time frame or something like that. I'm like, yeah, whatever, who cares? I'm not getting expedited and all this other stuff. No big deal. But now I also have to send $186 to this motherfucking, what's it called? Let me pull this shit up. These fucking goddamn extortionists. I swear to God. What the fuck? To the U.S. Department of State. $186.48 for what? For what? Oh, enclose your government fee. Oh, I'm sorry. Do my taxes not fucking cover that? Because the last I checked, you're run from my taxes, from everybody's taxes. Like, suck my fat cock, plain and simple. I'm not paying you $186. What is that? Oh, it's an administrative fee so that we can run and operate. It's like, what the maybe instead, if we stop paying for fucking Trayvon and fucking Shaniqua's babies, right? Maybe your fucking what's it called would get plenty of fucking money, right? You're a government entity. I should not have to pay out of pocket. Dude, the same shit fucking started to happen to me too. I started to notice this around here. I got like a fix-it ticket a little while ago, and I fixed it. So I show up to the police office, the police station, right? In order to go have the thing checked off. So I go and I have it checked off, and they're like, okay, you're good to go. All we're going to need is $40 in cash. It's like, well, my ticket's null and void. Like, it's good, right? We're good here. Yeah, $40 though in cash. $40 in cash for what? Oh, an administrative fee. It's like, don't you get paid by the fucking city and the state? Like, this is what taxes go to. Why do I have to pay you fucking money out of my pocket? It's like, oh, administrative fees. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like the goddamn mafia to me. That sounds like fucking extortion. That's exactly what it is. Oh, and I got to give it to you in cash? I got to give it to you in cash for what fucking reason, right? It makes zero fucking sense. It makes zero sense. I say down with it too. Fuck all this shit. That's why in book 2, I'm going to talk about a lot of this stuff. I think I have the solution for it all. Anyway, what do we got going on here? Nope. Get off here. Did you? You smashed that like button? Good for you. Good for you. Well, the post office in my hood has nice employees at least. But yeah, other government agencies don't. Yeah. The more MLD John talks about the politeness and excellent service in Japan, the more I want to visit there. It is fucking epic. These people in Japan. It's crazy. It's almost too much. It's too much. Like, and it's too much too. Like, one of the things that I noticed, I was in Okinawa for some time, is a lot of the men there are they're not very masculine. And it's because they're taught to be so subservient. So when they're like in a service role, right, they speak really soft and they bow like 18 fucking times. They're like, hey, you know, blah, 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 blah. It's like, dude, come on, man, have some goddamn dignity. You could still be masculine and still be of service. I'm starting to notice that fucking bullshit too here in the States. Why is it that any man that's in some type of service or sales type of industry here in the States, he's got a soft, lispy, effeminate voice so as to not offend people, and he lowers his posture and he does this stuff? Like, every guy at Starbucks, pretty sure they're gay, right? Pretty sure they're gay, and even if they're not, they still act gay. Flight attendants, like every man that's a flight attendant, pretty sure they're gay or they act like it. It's like I'm seeing all these fucking ad commercials and stuff on YouTube and stuff, and a lot of these guys are like, hey guys, how are we doing today? Just wanted to see and show you this little offer and this cool thing. It's like, dude, bro, like, you could fucking totally, like, I don't get it. This is completely 100% part of the feminization of men in America today, is teaching men that in order to be of service and to be like, and have any type of hospitality, they have to act like women. It's like, you don't have to. You could still be masculine and be helpful and be of service, right? Like, we need to stop teaching men that being masculine is scary. People just need to fucking get used to it. Plain and simple. You know what I mean? Like, it's absurd. It's absurd. I hate seeing it. I hate approaching a guy and all of a sudden he just like, he acts like a woman. Like, that's so fucking sad, man, that you've been conditioned to believe like that and be like that. Sorry. Like, don't do that. Dang, lots of comments I got to sift through right now. When it comes to manners, incompetent service, fuck the USA, with all due respect, bunch of rude, lazy, fat fuckers, jaded looking single mom employees with 100 cock stare or 1,000 cock stare. Shit attitude. Yeah, absolutely. Vehicle protection money. Yeah, stupid. That's insane. That is effing insane. Yeah. And there's so many programs out there that are catered to women, that are trying to help uplift women. And it's, man, we got to get rid of all this stuff, all of it. Like, no one should be living like this. No one should be, I don't know. Anyway, got a ticket. And they sent me a letter telling me they needed more money, driver responsibility fee, or they would revoke my driver's license. Yes, government is all extortion as far as I'm concerned. Bro, I went and bought a truck. This was like 5 or 6 years ago. No, actually, it was like right when I opened up Pariah. I sold my 56 F100. And then I went and I got a I think it was a 2007, I want to say. Can't remember the exact year. 2007, 2008, 2009. 2500 HD king cab with extended bed, fucking lifted. It was sick. It was my fucking zombie mobile. I was gonna turn it into a fucking just like it was gonna be my prepper mobile. It was fucking dope. Anyway, I bought it from a guy who had repossessed it from someone, and he kept it in a lot for 2 years. Now, the thing was, and this is one thing I didn't know about the state of California, the individual that kept it in a lot for 2 years, the guy that I bought it from, did not file it as a non-operational vehicle. So he never paid the fucking registration fees. So when I bought it, I went to go and pay for my registration, and I walk in there and they're like, your registration fees will be $3,000. And I looked at them and I said, no, my registration fee should not be any more than $1,000. They said, well, you have to pay the registration fees for the last 2 years before this year. And I said, well, I just purchased a vehicle. You could see it from the bill of sale that I just purchased that vehicle. And they said, well, here in the state of California, we don't apply the law to the person who owns the vehicle, but to the vehicle itself. So you have to pay all of the back taxes or all the back whatevers. I looked at her and I said, lady, I looked around and it's like surrounded by a bunch of like low income area in Oceanside. I said, you're sitting here telling me that you're going to tell someone who just purchased a vehicle that they need to come in here with $3,000 in cash before you'll allow them to register their own vehicle, their own property. And she said, yeah, that's correct. I said, I'll tell you what, I came in here with $1,000 to pay you what I owe. That's what I'm going to pay you. And there's a cop behind me and I was getting angry. And he was like sitting there with his hand on his fucking pistol, because I wouldn't say I was getting irate, but I was pushing back on this. And she's like, sir, you're going to have to calm down. This is just the way the laws are. I was like, well, that's an unjust law. And what you're doing is theft. Like, you're stealing from me. I was like, give me my registration. Give me my license plate. I'm paying you $1,000 and I'm going to walk out. And she's like, well, sir, it doesn't work that way. I was like, well, it should, because that's the way it needs to be. She's like, well, what I can do is I can give you a 60-day, to put on your vehicle so you're not going to get pulled over. I was like, all right, that's fine. So I left. I paid my $1,000 that I was only supposed to pay. And of course, I let it run. I let it run for a couple of months after that, but I still ended up having to fucking pay it. Crazy. And I should have sued. What I should have done is I should have sued the guy. But he was like fucking so far away. It was ridiculous. Anyway, that's my story. It's fucking crazy. Waste of space. These people. You won't find straight male attendants over 30. Did it start? Yeah, what's it called? Yeah, I think so. Yes, I've been tanning. Anytime a man acts that way and highly suspicious, he's trying to get something from me. I agree. It's not done out of it's not done out of innocence. It's definitely done out of predation, I believe. It's also, I talked about this before too. You guys can see it. I have an acquaintance, some people that I see on like Instagram that are trying to be like influencers. And when I hear people do that, like kind of like high pitched, soft voice, I kind of know that you're trying to sell me something and you don't have my best interests. So it sounds something like this. Hey guys, how are we doing today? I just wanted to come to you and talk to you about this and this and this. And I just wanted you guys to know about your own personal power and how blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, damn. These chompers are looking white. Look at these things. Oh, yeah. Looking fucking sexy. Hotdudefucking.com is what's going on up in here. Notice that too. Every guy at Starbucks, LMAO, lisp, high-pitched voice, skinny, gangly body, beanie wolf, or guinea worn halfway back on the head, like gay little Smurf. Yeah, they've been conditioned to believe that masculinity is a threat to people, so they've changed their sexual orientation. They've changed their sexual strategy. Cool. Yeah, exactly. It's so bad. It's so bad. That's what I'm saying, is a lot of these guys, they do see this stuff. They see a lot of these like female promoters and like all this stuff. It's kind of like the spirit of the times. It's all these people too that are buying into this like spirituality stuff. Like because I tag masculinity a lot on Instagram, the masculinity hashtag pulls up a lot. And I'm seeing a lot of these guys that are tagging masculinity too on Instagram, people like the Sacred Sons and a few other people. And they got a bunch of guys like huddled together and they're crying and they all got like their half shaved side heads and they're all wearing fucking stones and all sorts of other stuff. And they're doing their like spiritual fucking rituals and shit. And they're talking about sharing their emotions and all this other crap. And I'm like, yo, you guys aren't masculine. Like, you guys are not masculine. I don't care what you say. you are operating, you're thinking that being a strong man means operating from your feminine or integrating the feminine in. It's like, no. Like, the way to be a strong man is to be a fucking strong, bold, courageous man. Now, I'm all about guys getting together if they're in pain or there's someone in pain and talking about feelings and emotions and stuff like that, for sure. We talk about that a little bit together with WarTribe, but it never gets to the point where someone's sobbing and we're all hugging and crying and wailing at the air, right? Like, that's not conducive to masculinity. It's not. That's what women do. That's why women can't get things done. That's why women can't get things done as efficiently as men, right? Like, your emotions do not dictate your reality. Stop it. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you can't talk about them. It doesn't mean that you can't vent them every once in a while and all that stuff. It just means that you cannot, as a man, allow your emotions to overtake you and destroy your frame. Like, you can't be that weak. You cannot. Plain and simple. So stop it. So I push back on these guys every once in a while. I say stuff to them. I'm like, yeah, you guys are representing masculinity poorly. Like, stop it. And they'll be like, okay, brother. That sounds like an uninitiated version of masculinity. It's like, bitch, you little cunt. Like, and this is a man I'm talking about, YouTube. So I'm using the C word towards a man. Like, I've been through far more initiations in life than you have. I've gone deeper into the spirit world than probably most men have in this fucking world today. Like, don't you come at me and try to tell me what your little silly fucking, because you can't break through the veil kind of thing. So now you adopt this type of stuff. Like, get out of here. Oh, yeah, I agree. Keep women out of male spaces. Keep effeminate men out of male spaces too. Plain and simple. Like, you, shut up. Stop it. You're done talking. Plain and simple. Shut up. Done. Stop it. Done. Anyway. Crazy. I don't know if you guys are aware, but POTUS, good old Lord Trump, has been acquitted. Let me just grab my cup full of liberal tears. And oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Now, I got to tell you guys one thing. I am not trying to make this show political by any means. This ties directly in this intersexual dynamics for sure. And I got a good show for you about this stuff. But that's what I love Trump from his perspective of the masculine. He is by far the fucking, I'd say since Teddy Roosevelt, he's by far been the most masculine president we've had. For sure. And that's amazing. America's on the upswing. We're on the upswing, especially when it comes to masculinity. So good on him. Love the fact that he did not shake fucking Nancy Pelosi's hand yesterday. He snubbed her. She went for the handshake. He said, I don't think so. Gentlemen, that is how you establish boundaries. And that is exactly why that old bitch ripped up the State of the Union. That's why she ripped it up. She ripped it up in order to try to get him back for snubbing her on fucking film, dude. That shit was epic. Anyway. Hail to the king, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, if you guys can find an orange crown, shoot me an email at a God of Men. I'll send you my address. But I'm done buying crowns. I bought 2 already. If you guys want to support the show in that way, send a variety of crowns. Feel free to do so. Anyway. Yep. Hail to the king, guys. Hit that like. How's that sound? Trump is the most dude we've had since I've been able to vote. LOL. He's been the most dude since, like I said, Teddy Roosevelt. I am taking into consideration Eisenhower, but I think Trump's a hammer, baby. And all he sees is a bunch of nails. That's what I am talking about. I think most guys aren't necessarily consciously rebelling against masculinity, at least not waking up every day vowing to fight it. I think these boys start to be affected when they're 13. See, I think you're right, but I also think you're wrong. I think there are a lot of men out there They've been taught by the feminine right now that they need to abandon masculinity as a sexual strategy, because all these women out there are sitting there screaming from the pulpit saying that they're not going to sleep with men that are masculine. And I'll tell you what, women's words don't mean shit. Follow their actions. And I can tell you right now, boy, oh boy, especially the last 2 years, man, I'll tell you, especially with all this Trump derangement fucking syndrome going around, I've been having more sex than ever, being as masculine as fucking possible. These women are liars. It's just a gigantic shit test. If you're dumb enough of a man to sit there and buy into what women say to you and not be your own man and not fucking live in a masculine frame, you deserve it until you get your shit pounded in enough to where you're going to change. Most of these guys won't change either. It's like, look at Elon Musk, Alpha Industry. Gets married to the same lady twice. Marries, divorces. I think he's been divorced another time, and now he's got this fucking crazy goth chick fucking knocked up. It's like, dude, you deserve everything that's coming to you because you weren't able to understand everything that you did wrong. Like this mind frame, this belief system of having this ideal version of a relationship and that things are going to change for you is not, it's not the way things are going to happen, right? Like, oh, maybe this time it'll work. It's like, no, we all understand the definition of insanity, and fucking people do that over and over and over again, especially when it comes to marriage. It's like, dude, you're fucking so stupid. So stupid. Oh yeah. They are for sure subconsciously programmed. It's through the media, it's through the school systems, it's even through their attachment to mommy. Mommy, the feminist, who's been brought up over the last 60 years to believe she can do it all, and that her boy is supposed to always be married to her. So she manipulates him and keeps him as a boy for his whole life so that he'll always be attracted to toxic women and run back to mommy is the ideal. It's her way of protecting her own emotional state. It's because we haven't initiated men into manhood. We haven't initiated our boys into manhood. We haven't killed off the boy. Anyway, jacked and tan, Corey. Yeah, absolutely. This year's my year, baby. I'm gonna look like a goddamn superhero. I already pretty much do. My physique is pretty much there. I just need to fucking tailor a few more things. And it's hot dude central, baby. Plain and simple. This decade, for the rest of my life, this is how Corey's going to do business. I'm a sexy motherfucker. These women got to recognize. People got to, not just women, everyone's got to fucking recognize it. And that's how I'm going to rock my life. That's how I do. Wearing a goddamn crown on the air, people. I mean, most people point and sputter and sit here and say, oh man, that's peak level narcissism. I don't think so, to be honest with you. Dude, gents, like, honestly, if you guys were to sit here and read an autobiography of my life, I fucking deserve it. Like, straight up. Like, I have been through fucking more shit than most people will ever encounter in an entire lifetime, up to the age of 34 years old. Like, I've learned things from it all. I've taken it, I've extrapolated it, and I've applied it to life. And not just applied it to life, but here I can sit here and I can talk to a group of men, a wide swath of men, and I could sit here and I could coach them to success and finding happiness in their life, cutting the fucking fat. Like, not to sit here and say I'm the most wise person in the world, but I'm a pretty motherfucking wise person. So I wear this fucking crown upon my head because that's my symbol. That is my symbol to be able to project that this is what my value is. I know my value. I know what I got, right? I know what, like, no matter what, even if I'm sitting in a fucking cardboard box on the fucking street, I still have all this stuff as my value, my wisdom, my virtue, right? My fucking discipline. And I mean, my fucking charisma too. Let's talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one can take this stuff from me. These are some of my God-given and some of my naturally developed talents. So I have no problem sitting here projecting to the world through an image, through an icon, through a symbol. Like, hey, this is my damn worth. This is what I am worth. So recognize it. Every year is my motherfucking year. Hell yeah. All right, let me scroll up a little bit because you guys have been going on with it. I love it. Good comments today, people. I hope, again, we are hitting that like button. Why do you want an orange crown? I think it's because Conk said something about an orange crown. It just might be funny. Who knows? I don't know. It was brought up in the chat, buddy. So that's why. That's why. I probably wouldn't wear it. Can I be honest? I hate emotions, even anger, which I feel often. Anger is expressed and thrown around uselessly by so many guys instead of being channeled and focused when and where it matters. The key word that you said in there is channeled. You shouldn't hate your emotions. Your emotions are guides. Your emotions should be an indicator. And this is why I like meditation so much. When I meditate, I'm able to tap into my emotions and I'm able to sit there and identify them. And I'm saying, all right, what are you saying to me? Right? It's like earlier today, I was getting frustrated with what was going on with the postal service and stuff. And I had to sit there for a second. I had to be like, all right, higher perspective. Why am I getting so frustrated with this simple little thing that I can't control? And I had to say to myself, well, I can't control it. So that small little thing reflects something bigger. Why am I getting mad about stuff that I can't control? Well, I'm getting mad about this stuff and I'm getting frustrated and angry. Ooh, key words there. Frustration. Why am I frustrated? Well, things don't seem to be going my way. Well, you're saying that as though everything's not going your way. So what is it specifically that's not going your way? It just feels like, there's stuff related to the book. There's stuff related to other things as far as trying to, convert everything over into my business or whatever. The fact that I'm going to school and I don't want to be in school, like all these things are just kind of like soaking up, right, the channel of my energy. So I was like, all right, cool. I recognize this. What can I do right now to fix any of those things? And it's like, well, the only thing I can do is just be patient. It's like, man, I'm fucking sick and tired of being so goddamn patient. Okay, well, can you wait another week and see if things improve? Yes. All right, cool. So then that's our strategy. By this time next week, we're going to check back in and find out, hey, what improvements have we made? Are things better? Because that's the other thing that goes on with guys and emotions. Well, this is the problem when it comes to women and emotions as well, is they try to come up with the trope that this is my truth. And it's like, okay, well, the thing is, we all know this, especially with women. Tomorrow, that truth isn't going to be the same truth because by that point in time, her emotions are going to be different. She's going to be responding to different factors, right? Different impulses and different inputs. So it's not the same truth tomorrow. So that's why truth needs to be some kind of standard. For men, and this is the other thing. So this is the point that I'm trying to drive home is you got to understand that your emotions can be liars as well. So they're guides to let you know what's going on internally, but they can be liars because what ends up happening is they trick you into believing that is your reality and that's where you're stuck. Because these emotions can come in and they could trick you into believing that you're going to be that way forever. It's like right now, why am I so frustrated? Well, I see myself as a fucking I hate using the placeholder term, but I see myself being of such high value in society, yet my finances and my living condition and my vehicle and a few other things, they don't reflect that. So it's like, God damn it, dude. Like, I want more. I want these things because I know I deserve them. Right. So I get angry and it's like, well, here's the thing. You know what's going to happen. You know it's coming to you. Oops. You know it's coming to you. In 6 months, could your life be completely different financially? Could you be living in a new place? Could you be driving that Mercedes-Benz AMG GT63S, flat black, actually satin black, with the fucking night package on it, with those black wheels, with that fucking beautiful, I'm either going to go with brown interior or red interior. Maybe black. I like the red though, but it's a little bit too much. And I don't know if I want to do the carbon fiber trim either. It's a little bit too much. There's this other like nice wood, but that interior, I don't know if you guys have seen the interior of this car. Hands down, some of the sexiest shit in the world. And I'm also going to get that BMW 2021 BMW M5 Competition. White interior, and I think I'm going to wrap it in satin white with black wheels. Keep the roof carbon fiber. Keep the carbon fiber side view mirrors, right? Black wheels. Oh, beautiful. Stormtrooped out with that nice satin finish. And then my creme de la creme, baby. Ooh, my McLaren 720S, baby. Oh, goddamn. That's gonna be my girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's exactly like I see myself in that car taking it out. Oh, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? And then just going and climbing and getting more and more and more. So I get frustrated, right? Because I'm not there yet. I'm not there right now. And it's like, fuck. My belief system is, man, I've been struggling for so long in order to get to where I am right now. It's like, God damn it. I just want that right now. I'm sitting here and I'm like, you get mad. You get mad because the other thing is, it's like, well, when? And you don't see the dominoes fucking falling or the way that they're falling, right? So I like what you said there, Matt. But the thing is, you got to come at it from a higher level energy, like what I'm talking about. It's like, I'm not going to be here forever. That's okay, right? That's how you get yourself out of that funk. But to women, to these people that are controlled by their emotions, they throw these tantrums because it's a survival mechanism. They feel as though they're going to be in that situation forever. And if they don't vocalize, or if they don't act out, if they don't do something about it now and try to control the situation outside, then they're not doing enough, that they're weak, right? And it's like, no. That's the easy way out. The easy way out right now is for you to overreact. The easy way out for you right now is to attack. It's why women always attack the jugular. They never do anything in like a step-by-step process of like escalating of force. It's always just like, I've been told I'm weak this whole time, so I have to go for the fucking jugular. I have to go for the kill right now. You got a tiny dick. It's why you got a tiny dick, right? Oh, that's why you're fucking motherfucking whatever, right? Or that's why you got cheated on your last. Who knows, right? They'll throw out some craziness. So that's that. Something to focus on. Your emotions aren't something to hate. Let me talk about one more thing too when it comes to this stuff. Anger. Anger is a beautiful thing. Anger really is beautiful. It's very masculine. We need anger, right? Like, I love it. I absolutely love anger. But the thing is, I recognize that it's an emotion and it's not something that should control me. The other thing is this too. It's not the fuel that I need to run my fucking top drag car on all the time. I look at anger as the nitrous. I'm only going to fucking hit that nitrous every once in a while, baby. You know what I'm saying? But don't use it as your fuel. Don't use it as your propellant, right? You got to have a steady source. And for me, my propellant is just my own personal value, what I know to be authentically me. But anger is definitely a fucking good tool. Don't let the feminine sit here and fucking trick you into believing that anger isn't an awesome thing. It's an amazing thing, right? There's a reason why we have it as an emotion. You got to appreciate it. It's just when people are quick to rage or quick to anger, and that's what they use, they're weak and not in control of themselves. But there are times, by God, you should use that anger 100%. Anyway, that was a good one. We are indoctrinated in the femme matrix, starting the movement We Walk into Public Schools. Exactly. Every year is my year, no doubt. I know you said never to argue with women. Last night, Chica said predatory gold digger behavior does not run on the same parallel as sexual male predator. I had to strike back. Well, I'd kind of agree with her, to be 100% honest with you. But predatory social rapist women, right? These women that go around and they make up false rape accusations or claim that they've been sexually assaulted, or they'll sit there and they'll tell you that their ex-boyfriend sexually assaulted them, or domestic violence, whatever, had these actions on them. These types of things are on an equal playing field of a man who oversteps his bounds physically with a woman. So, and actually, you know what? I'm going to agree with you too. I think that women that do stuff, I wouldn't say it's on the same level, but I would say it's close. It's definitely, I mean, they're both on the scale of predatory behavior. Here's the thing, and this is something that I wanted to respond back to you, is that argumentation with people is not seduction, right? When you're on a date, the goal is to be seductive. It's not to become, like, turn off the red pill when you're on a date with a woman, because she's never going to get the red pill, right? So don't ever have a conversation with a girl where it's like, oh, blah, 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 that's because of hypergamy, or that's just your nature, or whatever. Instead, when she says something like that, just say something along the lines of like, oh, that's so cute that you believe like something like that. And then she's gonna be like, oh, cute, huh? Be like, yeah, absolutely. I think it's so cute when you get all worked up about silly stuff like this. And then like tickle her side or something like that, or grab her on the fucking knee and like touch her, right? And like kind of put her into state, right? Like you shouldn't be having these kinds of I don't have intellectual fucking conversations on my dates, guys. Like I used to do stuff like that. That doesn't get fucking panties moist. That puts you in friend zone. You want to have an intellectual conversation? Like go talk to your friends. If I want to have an intellectual conversation, who do I talk to? I go talk to my boys. I don't talk to a girl about this stuff. Fuck that shit. That's annoying. I am definitely superhuman. So I get that. Peak level man wearing a fucking crown. That's exactly right. Like there's a reason why this symbol exists. Like recognize. Must postpone. Yeah, no kidding. Fucking crazy. I just heard about that. He was on the fucking ground like crying to whoever his I forget who that was, but anyway. Corey, you're on it with workouts now that you're not sick with the coronavirus. Yeah, absolutely. I'm back in the gym. I'm crushing it. I actually just bought a what's it called? I bought a spin bike to put in it's in my room. And I'm actually going to hop on that here in a little bit. In order to get I'm trying to do a full hour of cardio every single day. So I did 15 minutes on it this morning in order to get prepared for the gym, to get my blood flow going. And then I did 15 minutes of cardio on the stair stepper at the gym after I lifted today. And then I got to do a full half hour while listening to an audiobook. That's what I'm going to do. At Thor, you have Twitter. I can DM you. Hey, Thor, that's the other thing too. Go check the WarTribe. We started a texting thread on a specific app that I wanted you to get in on. So check the WarTribe and you'll see what I'm talking about. That way there we could all text and get a little bit more faster paced conversations going. Do I listen to any guided meditations on YouTube or anything? Yes. This is going to be my time that I tell you to join the WarTribe, my friend. I don't know who you are. Thank you for listening, by the way. Join the WarTribe, www.thewartribe.com. I just posted a couple guided meditations that I do specifically. And that's just, I have all the links and everything like that in the WarTribe. That's just going to save me time. I hate repeating myself over and over. So, exchange of value here, buddy. Exchange of value. If you want some good knowledge from me, pay up. No, join the WarTribe. Honestly, though, you're going to get a lot of benefit from it. It's only $20 a month. You're not going to, I guarantee you're not going to regret it. Plus you get access to me every Sunday for 2 hours where I go live with these guys during these webinars, and you're able to ask any question that you want and you'll get a direct response. Plus, I mean, you got guys like Thor, Josh Costanza. We got Brent. Sorry. We got a Brett and a Brent. And then people like Philip Franklin and Ray, like those guys are crushing it right now, talking about day trading and all this other stuff. Thor and Josh are fucking really big into physical fitness. Myron Gaines is a part of WarTribe too. He's shredding it up right now, talking about caloric deficit and how to get your diet on point. Like, and I'm there for the game aspect too. I mean, I encompass all that stuff, but you're not going to get a better group of dudes that are red pill aware and actually fucking living it. That's a problem I'm seeing in the red pill space right now is money, muscles, game. You got to be around people that actually fucking live it, right? Like I'm telling you right now, you guys heard the standard of finances that I want to be at. The 3 cars that I will own by the end of this year. I want my Mercedes-Benz AMG GT63S. I want my BMW M5 Competition, and I want my McLaren 720S. That's fucking close to $1 million worth of cars right then and there. I will own those by the end of this year on top of having multi-million dollars in my bank account and acquiring multifamily, multifamily real estate properties. Plain and simple. That will happen this year. So my finances are good enough for me to be able to run this show and not have to have a fucking day job, right? I got the money, I got the money. I got the muscles for sure. You guys can see that. And I got the game. We have the same thing going on with a whole bunch of guys in that community right then and there in the War Tribe as well, right? On top of guys that are thirsty and hungry for the rites of passage into masculinity. That's what separates me from the Rich Coopers and the Rolo Tomasis and all those other people out there. Like, I hate to be this guy right now and fucking sit here and wave my dick around, but plain and simple, like, I got the sauce. I got the sauce you guys want to cook with. You want to buy the sauce or not, right? Join the War Tribe, www.thewartribe.com. Do it. Anyway, let's scroll down a little bit. Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. I felt really, that's one of my favorite things to talk about. I need to start honing in more on my strengths. I'm starting to realize that, especially when it comes to talking about this stuff. But I think I throw quite a bit. I throw some gems out there and then I do some basic stuff anyway. So, hey, look at that. As I live and breathe and I speak about it. Ray, by the way, thanks for the War Tribe, man. Great way to stay motivated with a band of brothers during the week. Accountability. Absolutely. And I like that. I added that little, what's it called? Shoot, I need to put Brent in there. But I like that. And thanks to Conk kind of pushing me to do it, because I didn't want to do that. But Conk was the one that said, hey, Corey, go and start like a little messenger group so that we can all kind of communicate faster, which is great. We got a lot of mentors and mentees. Everyone's got their personal strengths within the group, and it's just the way a fucking brotherhood should operate. It's great. Get the red guts. No, do the red interior. Yeah, I feel it. Carbon fiber looks amazing against red. Also, cherry looks awesome against red leather. Murdered out tinted windows and the bitches open their door. Yeah, exactly. But the problem is, like Mercedes 2 years ago, they had the perfect red. It was like a blood red. It was really, really nice. Now the red this year is kind of like this red. It's a little bit too bright. I want to go back to the old red, but either way, you guys are right. I'm probably going to do that. I mean, the black and the red, you guys can tell it's kind of it's in a way kind of my theme. So, thanks for the heads up. Yeah. Good feedback, guys. Myron Gaines is up in this heezy. I didn't see this until now. Emotion can be one of the most powerful forces to drive change in oneself. Woe to the man who ignores or stifles his emotions for too long. Exactly. Anger is the transportation method to get shit done. Just vet yourself if what you are angry about is worth the action or investment. Yeah. And I told a story a little while ago too about when my main, who I dumped her, and she decided to come over to my house unannounced. And I had to get a little bit angry. I had to in order to send the message. I wasn't really, really that angry, but I had to. I had to use it as a tool. Right? So just understand that anger sometimes helps deliver the message in the way that it's supposed to be. A lot of men today are taught you can't be angry, or a lot of other men are taught from their fathers, like anger is the tool by which you must be masculine. It's like, no, it's not. It's the nitrous. Psh. Nos. Fucking worst movie ever when it comes to lines, but goddamn, what a cult classic. Anyway, controlled emotion is one of the most powerful, dangerous tools you can use to great effect. Exactly. Red pill is a boys club. Yeah, I'm starting to see that. I'm starting to see that a lot of red pillars are masturbators that aren't actually looking to get better. They're just instead looking to belong to like a club that kind of puts a binky in their mouth for a little while that they can pacify on, use as an identity, and then just keep on doing absolutely nothing about their life. Oh, sorry. I see your second one. No need to discuss it with women. You're absolutely right about that too as well, though. As I just said, one of my biggest pet peeves right now with the space is the groups of men that aren't being held accountable to fixing their shit. I think we do need someone that needs to come in a little bit more and start pointing the finger at people and be like, hey, listen, shut the fuck up. Get on the scale. measure your ass, right? Change that shit. Stop getting fat or stop being fat or fuck your monk mode. That's just an excuse. You're just saying that because you don't want to get rejected. Go out and start talking to women, right? Like there needs to be some kind of like backlash to these guys that are just kind of like red pill masturbators. Anyway, yeah, please do. Thor, much appreciated. I know I'm probably like, oh, I'm not that far behind. Myron Gaines, thanks you. You're the man. Can't make the webinars anymore due to work, but I'm hyped about the new texting thread. I fell off for a bit due to my new job. No worries. Make sure you get into the forum and check out what I'm talking about. So that way there you can be on there. Brent, you need to do the same thing unless you give me permission to just add you. But you guys need to go into the, what's it called? The forum right now, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Rip Paul Walker, rip. God damn, that was so sad. It was almost like Kobe. Actually, I think I was probably more sad for Paul Walker than Kobe because I paid more attention to Paul Walker than I did Kobe. Good stuff, guys. Anyway, I'm going to go for a little while longer. There's some stuff that I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about this shit. First and foremost, our fucking Lord and Savior at the moment, fucking Premier Trump. Acquitted. Fucking acquitted, baby boy. Trump impeachment. Trump is acquitted. Let's see what this said. Trump acquitted of 2 impeachment charges in near party line vote. Except for the traitorous fucking Mitt Romney, who decided to vote against Trump. I don't know why that happened, but who cares? I think it has something to do with Trump calling him out for having his fucking a second Twitter that he was using to criticize Trump. Is it just me, guys, or is are we starting to just see how immature our politicians are and how childish they are? I mean, let's look at this for example. So there's your boy getting fucking acquitted, as we all knew was going to happen. I can't wait to see now what the Democrats are going to try to pull out as far as how to paint Trump in a negative light. Let's share a screen here and take a look at our nice little, what's it called? Is this the right one? Yeah, man. Perfect. If you guys are watching this, let me bring up the headphones too real quick. Like, ya boy. Yeah, boy.
A handshake snub to a torn-up speech. Clear divide among Democrats and Republicans at the State of the Union. Carly Shimkus with Fox News Headlines 24/7. Sirius XM 115 is here with Twitter's reaction to the political pettiness. The all-important Twitter reaction.
All right, I don't care about what you have to say, lady. Plain and simple. Let's just take a look at that again in the background.
To a torn-up speech. Clear divide among Democrats and Republicans at the State of the Union. Carly Shimkus with
Look at this crazy fucking crazy bitch in the background. She's got like no personality, and she's like, "Hey, everybody, are you looking at me do this?" So weak, she can barely tear up 2 pieces of paper. That's hilarious. Anyway, yeah, I don't care about what this lady has to say. It's plain and simple. I don't care about your opinion. You're hot. You should be in the kitchen. You should be married to a millionaire, pumping out his babies. I don't care about your opinion. Thank you. Excuse me. Not for saying that, for coughing. I know. I wish we could see the snub. That shit was so, or sorry. Where did it go? Show the snub. That shit was hilarious. Would you be shaking the hand of someone who just fucking impeached you for no fucking reason and threw on a fucking tie? Like, no, I'm sorry. I 100% agree with snubbing that bitch, dude. Plain and simple. And then look what it caused. Look what kind of reaction it caused, guys. It's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious, right? Like, that shows their true colors. Trump is the kryptonite to these fucking SJWs, man. He like every time he does something, he shows their true colors to the world. It's so good. It's so good. Red pill masturbators are the worst. They just yap and think they can give dating advice, yet will stutter if they went out and did a night game in Miami. Excuse me. Yeah, man. It was pretty crazy. Like when I was out in Miami with Myron, that for real was like it was like a gauntlet. It was a test. Like, do you have the balls to stand by your word? go hit on women. I mean, Miami by far was the hardest place I've ever, like Miami proper, like in the Brickell area that Myron brought us to. Holy crap, that was so tough. The ratio there for men to women was just insane, and women there are just so used to it. They're used to seeing McLaren 720Ss and Rolls Royces and Bentleys and all sorts of other stuff cruising by. Like, if you don't have any of that stuff, plus like $1,000 hanging out of your zipper, plus like 150K followers on Instagram, good luck. Like fives are like, he'll get away from me. I'm like, oh my God, lady. Like you, excuse me. Anyway, let's go over this. I know I wrote the Bible. That's why I said it. I wrote it. I put it in there many millennia ago. I'm on my reincarnation right now. All right, let's go over this last piece because this is something I got to talk about too. This is why women should not be politicians, plain and simple. Get them out. Get them out of there. The Squad. If we aren't familiar with the Squad are a bunch of, we'll go over here in a second. But the Squad praises Pelosi for tearing up Trump's SOTU speech. And there she is, that old hag. The old fucking skeleton with fucking skin just hanging on it. There's nothing else there. The group of far left freshman congresswomen. Wow, I mean, that's something to be praised, right? The far left freshman congresswomen, known as the Squad, may have feuded with Nancy Pelosi in the past, but they showed solidarity with the Democratic leader after she made a public display of her erratic emotions of feeling jilted by a man who didn't shake her hand for fucking bringing him through the fucking ringer for the last 3 years by tearing up a copy of the president's State of the Union. Ilhan Omar, Rashida Tlaib, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and Ayanna Pressley. I don't even know who that one is. I know the other three. All reacted with apparent endorsements of Pelosi's actions. While the House Speaker drew criticism from Republicans, Tlaib, who walked out mid-speech, said she would have gone even further. I would have shredded it, she tweeted. Wow, so strong, so brave. Yes, girl, you are so independent. Omar tweeted a gif of Pelosi's past State of the Union behavior to show her appreciation. Ocasio-Cortez, who's been vocal in the past in clashing with Pelosi, retweeted the video of the speaker's actions, letting an emoji sum up her amazement. Pressley, with no show at the event, was a no-show at the event, but retweeted an enthusiastic post from her policy advisee, whatever, who cares, another woman who is using her fucking color as a means for her to gain power. Ooh, look at all those fucking fragrances on the side here, though. It's kind of like the fragrances that I keep telling people to buy. It's so weird. That's cool that that's popped up. Fragrance X, you owe me free advertisements. Anyway, let's talk about this, guys. Because the reality is, this is unprofessional conduct. This whole thing has been a farce. These 4 or 5 women are just nothing but emotional fucking retards. They're emotional retards. They have no understanding of policy. They have no understanding of governance. They have no understanding of leadership. For Christ's sake, fucking Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was a bartender. Like, and now she's going around promising people free stuff and fucking debt forgiveness on their student loans. That makes a lot of sense, right? That makes a lot of sense to have that person as a public figure. All she is a fucking nice set of fucking tits and semi for the average individual. People consider her to have a cute face. It's like, ooh, she's a spicy Latina who fucking spouts off about SJW fucking talking points. Ooh, she's so fucking hot. It's like, no. Mind you guys, you should see what this fucking girlfriend or this girl's boyfriend looks like. You guys should see what this woman's fucking boyfriend looks like. It is heinous. Let's look at this guy. Ocasio-Cortez boyfriend. Oh my God. Riley Roberts. What a fucking poof. What a poofy poof. Oh, the perfect. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Check this shit out, gentlemen. His name is Riley. Oh my God, dude. Look at this. Riley Roberts. All right, here we go. Oh, I'm even going to full screen this one for max effect. Look at this gentleman. Look at this guy. That is terrible. That is terrible. Ooh, let's show the fucking one with his neck beard. How's that sound? Oh my God. Oh, you know, guys, you know, he does not lay it down right. He does not lay it down right. I guarantee you guys, she's got some alpha fucks on the side. I guarantee it. Yeah, exactly. Premium soy. Premium soy. Oh, this is exactly what I wanted to say on air. That's exactly what I wanted to say. Yes, absolutely. The snubbing was the best. The only Riley I know is a porn star. Exactly. Well, this guy probably does a bunch of porn too. No, that's her boyfriend, but I'm sure there's some rainbow aspects to him. We got 31 people up in the chat as well. I hope, for the sake of this channel, people, for the sake of my own dignity, hit that like button, please. God damn you. If not, I will find you. I'm not threatening your life. I'm just saying I'll find you and maybe send you a sample of a fine fragrance. That's all I'm saying. Send you a fine sample of a fine fragrance. No big deal. No big deal. Shit. Yeah, that's sad. But anyway, let's get back to the main point. These women all get together, they cluster together, and they cluck and they cluck and they cluck. They have no actual points to be made other than just being a celebrity and using political correctness as a means for them to garner more and more support while offering free things to people without understanding base economics. You cannot have a successful society by having people like that at the helm. The next thing is this: having women inside of our government makes it a more emotional, makes it more dramatic, makes it more of a dog and pony show. And with something that is that important, we just don't need it. It's not necessary. I don't care about fairness. I care about optimization and efficiency. I care about justice. The fact that for the last 3 years, millions, billions probably of taxpayer dollars have been spent on a fucking farce, on a sham. It just goes to show that these people don't really give a fuck about you or me or anybody else. They don't care about how money is spent. They just care about keeping the show going, and no more to that, I say. Plain and simple. It's one of the things I point to in my book. I talk about it quite a bit. I wouldn't say quite a bit, but I do bring up a lot of stuff when it comes to that. Speaking of, I wrote a book, guys. I wrote this book. I don't know if you guys have heard yet, but my second book will be coming out. It is called, once I decide to unfuck myself here, it's called Purging Feminism. Well, A Patriarch's Vision, Purging Feminism. It's my second book, guys. I wrote it all by myself. If you guys are interested in getting a free chapter, which will be sent out, I'm debating on exactly when I'm going to send it out, but it's going to be sometime next week. You guys should hop on my mailing list, which is in the chat. Hit that link, guys, the bit.ly link that I just posted in the chat. If you want to be on my mailing list, in order for you to get a free chapter of this book, on top of, there's a few more incentives that are going to be coming down the line, coming down the pike, for those of you guys that opt to purchase this book within the first week of its release. And I'll keep you guys abreast of that as well via some email, chatter, and discussion. I'm just looking right now at different price points that I want to offer it at. because plain and simple is it's got to be high enough of a price where it kind of keeps the riffraff out, but then low enough of a price where it's not hurting your pockets, guys. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's just a way to do business. So yeah, here's my second book, Patriarch's Vision, Purging Feminism. Free chapter next week. I got to be honest with you guys. This chapter is epic. It's probably one of the better chapters in the book as well. It's fun. It's fresh. It's exotic. And maybe even a little erotic. Who knows? Maybe styles into that. But I'll tell you what, it sure would make Nancy Pelosi rip up my book. Nancy Pelosi would read that book and she would rip it right up. That's how good of a book it is. So if you guys want to piss off Nancy Pelosi, piss off Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and all the like, please do contribute by clicking that link and subscribing to my email list so that we can piss off a few feminists. Anyway, free chapter comes with its own crown. I would go broke if that were the case. Anyway, the last piece that I want to talk about is this. Finally, whatever. Oh, I got to get rid of this comment. Sorry, buddy. Join the WarTribe. Seriously. Like, this is my serious voice. Gentlemen, we have 40 dudes up in the WarTribe at this very moment. We need more members. We are not going to shape the world. We are not going to shape our own destinies. We're not going to shape other men to become better men with 40 people. Although 40 people, I must say, very, very happy with the turnout that we have in there. We have some studs in there. Fucking awesome group of people. But if you're on the fence about being on the WarTribe, if you're on the fence about it, if you thought about it, if you sat there and said, Corey, I've been thinking about it. Stop thinking about it and do it. Men pull the trigger. Men make decisions. Men do what they need to do to get better, plain and simple. So stop being a little bee, right? Stop wishing that someone's going to come along and hold your hand and help you through. Choose instead to walk through the door yourself. Join the WarTribe at www.thewartribe.com. With that said, I will be live with you guys tomorrow. I was supposed to go live on Donovan's show tomorrow, but due to something that occurred in his life, I won't be on his show, and it's going to be delayed to next week. Next week as well, I'm going to be on with Vince from Masculine Geek. I'll keep you guys updated on that, as well as on Thursday with Troy Francis. So I got a busy week next week of coming to you guys live every single day, on top of going on 3 different channels in order to promote my book. And of course, for the fucking world to hear the word of the king. With that said, guys, I appreciate you guys being here with me every single day. Beautiful comments today as well. I will see you tomorrow. Take care.